shit on my whatchamacallit. Okay.
Just tell them it's magic.
It's magic.
I understand that you do that.
Yeah, it's magic. There, I'll just leave the headphones off for now. Don't need no stinking headphones. What's up, James?
And we are live.
I like it.
What's going on, guys?
Not too much. I still love your office.
The IT crowd. That show was so much fun.
I know it. To me.
Like, right, hold on, let me get my bearing. Right here was like a answering machine that he'd flip on.
Right.
And it would just say, hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? And then hang up and then go to the next call. And then,
That is so cool. Oh, man.
So I did my half-mile walk in the afternoon today.
Nice.
Yeah, I went down to the Berlin Farmers Market to get my beard trimmed.
Yeah.
And place is used at least a half mile, it might be more. So after I did that, I said, I'm just going to walk, the whole thing. And I went in the shoe store. I have not worn shoes for humans in 2 years.
Oh, really?
Like I had custom made prescription shoes. And I went in the shoe store and I walked out with a pair of off the shelf Nikes. Like I could fit in human shoes again. That was like the highlight of my day.
Nice.
So it should make it easier to walk, I hope. Felt like it did.
Yeah, I had that problem. Like, I've got high arches, and so when I would walk, without inserts, it's fine. And then I went to the podiatrist, and they're like, "Oh, you should put some high arch support." And they're like, "Well, how much is it from you?" $700. No. So I went and bought some cheap ass ones from Walgreens, and I put them in, and my toes hurt so bad. I'm like, "This is wrong. I've been walking like this without inserts my entire life. I'm not gonna start now."
Right.
Well, I had to go to the podiatrist because of the diabetes, and he said, you're on Medicare, they'll pay for a pair of prescription shoes so that you can fit in them. And so between Medicare and my insurance, they didn't cost me anything. And they fit. And I hadn't worn shoes in, like I said, almost 2 years. And so I bought a second pair of them. They were like $100 some.
Or like those
I think they had to
Velcro
kill
kinds.
it. I think they had to use like a whole cow to make them. It was like they were huge. And my wife had been working on getting the swelling down in my legs by wrapping them. She got them down enough that I could fit the compression sleeves on. Now I can get the whole compression stocking on, which I'm not real thrilled with them because they go up to like mid-thigh, and it looks like I'm trying out for Rocky Horror Picture Show or something. And they slide down. So I either have to get a garter belt to hold them up, or I got to just roll them down when I put them on.
I got a question for you guys. If you're having a hard time like releasing emotion, what do you do to force it? Like I've done sometimes music, like real sad music, to try and force a good cry, but I'm locked up with the stress I've been going on, and I really need to let it out.
It's a good.
Have you tried hitting your thumb with a hammer?
No, I laugh at pain. Like I literally will giggle when I get hurt. I won't cry or nothing. I don't even say ow. Or if I do say ow, it's followed by a laugh. Oh, I broke my wrist.
I'm probably the wrong one to ask that, because until I had the stroke this year, I hadn't cried since like 6th grade. And now sometimes I feel like a big blubbering baby. It's like I see something on TV and I start to cry. There's a couple songs I hear and I start to cry. My wife hollers at me and I start to cry. Have you tried that? Get her to holler at you?
No, and I haven't tried yelling. Like just over the
No, you don't yell. You let her yell.
Well, no, she doesn't like yelling. But it's like you guys know about the fires on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
It's all of this. So I've got family that's being affected by it. I've also got friends that are now under evacuation orders. And 3 years ago, during a campfire, California, my mom lost her property to the fire. So a lot of my family was displaced.
Right.
So now it's all happening again. And I'm over here in New York and I can't do anything. So,
Right.
you know, I'm constantly checking the news like I did then, where I, you know, just freaking helpless. And then a week and a half ago, my aunt, who's about 80 something, went in to have a pacemaker replaced for a different kind. And they couldn't get the third lead wire in, and they ended up puncturing her lung in the process. And so she was in the hospital for another week. Then they had to go back in, do another surgery to patch the hole in her lung. And they just sent her home yesterday. And it's just like piling on, but it's all hard. It's all sad. But I can't get myself to cry. And I know I can feel the pent up. I can feel myself like closing off to it. And I don't want it to get to that point, but I need a good cry. I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, because our training always tells us, you gotta stay focused, deal with that later. Well, I don't have to deal with that later. I need to deal with it now.
Right. I don't know. I've actually had, like, I've just, for whatever reason, I'd say in the past, I've been, I started at the beginning of this year, I guess, no more the middle of this year, I started therapy again and just working through everything really. And I've found myself, so I was kind of in the same place, right? I felt emotion, but there's like no release. There was no, couldn't find myself crying at all. And there was a few times where it was just like, I just want to cry, and there's nothing. So, but anyways, during this process of my therapy, now it's like, there's just oddest time. Like when how do I say this? When I'm caring for like a situation, I'm caring for other people, and it's just like, I'm trying to advocate for them. And I've gotten emotional, and I've literally had to like walk away because I started to cry because I was emotional in that. So it's kind of gone the other way almost for me. I'm trying to think of like the process of how I've gotten here.
Because I'll have that moment where like you feel it coming on, so then you focus on it to try and push it along.
Yeah.
And then it just stops. I'm like, I needed that. I had a moment to myself. I could do that. I needed it.
Yeah, and then it's gone. Yeah. Some of those moments I've been able to like, I don't know if this can happen, but like when you start to feel like where you're like wanting to cry, just to like take that moment and just shut your eyes and take a deep breath and think about that emotion and think about what that emotion is. I don't know if that would help, because what you're doing is you're starting to be present with in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, because it's hard. Like when you talk to family, that you got to be strong, because if you show you being upset, that's gonna stress them out more, and that's not what I want.
Right. Yeah.
Like, bless my friend, man. I asked him I found out he was under evacuation orders, and he's just like, oh yeah, no, family's safe, they're going. I'm sitting behind packing everything. I'm good. I can go at a moment's notice. I'm helping others in my community get prepared. I'm like, you're fucking awesome, dude. Because the campfire, they didn't have any warning. Like as soon as they found out the fire was coming to them, it was already in town, and it just swept through. And where he is at, there's actually two fires. There's a Dixie fire going northeast, and a new fire. I think it's called the Fry Fire, something like that. The Fly Fire, and it's huge. It's almost like that survivor's guilt, but you're not in it. You're just helpless. Like what? I don't know. And all that just spins through my brain all day, all night.
Yeah.
But other than that, I saw some posts about James down in Louisiana. I missed Wednesday. What's the progress with that? With the
He's
rebuild?
camping out down there.
Yeah, I saw a tent in the video, but I didn't see a whole lot beyond that.
Yeah, they're on a levee, and they have the tent set up on a levee next to the Chevy truck.
I was gonna say this sounds like a country song.
I know.
Right?
I took the Chevy to the levee.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the levee was dry.
it's a good song. Should play that song.
Oh, that is a bar. That is in every bar. Somebody always sings it at karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty of it.
I am learning 500 miles to sing at karaoke on the cruise, and they probably will not have that song in the repertoire when I get there.
I don't know. It's digital now. A lot of DJs have these digital catalogs, whereas before, they had to have the CDs and the books and everything, so it was limited. But nowadays, it's just like, I don't have it, I can download it.
Right.
Let's see. My wife has already threatened to walk out of the room if I get up.
Hey, it can't get any worse than your friends telling you, and you've been drinking all night. You're not designated driver. You have no say of how you're going to get home unless you can pay for a cab.
Right.
And they say the only way you're coming home is if you sing like a virgin before we go. I had to sing it twice because the first time I wasn't sexy enough while I was doing it.
Right.
Well, from my understanding, karaoke literally means can't sing, don't care. So
Right.
I kind of epitomize that.
There's some people,
my
when
wife,
they come in and you don't even know who they are. They will hide in the corner. They will be sitting at their seat, and you're just like, who is this person singing? They're amazing. I want to go shake their hand.
Yeah, my daughter's one of them. She's the singer. My son can sing. He actually got some scholarship money for his voice, but then decided to go in another direction. My grandson can sing, but he pulls the shy, I can't, not really. But he's got a YouTube channel where he plays like 20 different characters. But he's too shy to sing in public.
That's him in front of the camera by himself, maybe, and not a large crowd. Because that was me. Like,
oh no, he goes
like stage.
He goes to Comic-Con and gets asked to do certain characters at the con.
Oh wow.
So August is his first one where he's actually a celebrity guest, where they advertise that he's going to be there.
Huh.
That's cool. Is he gonna have a booth?
I think he's getting a table, but he's probably going to have to share it with me because I'm the guest photographer and I get a table and a room. But they moved the hotel, and it's about a 10-block walk from where I'm staying now to where the con is.
You get some steps in.
No, I have too much gear. I'm gonna like throw it in the car and just park across the street again.
Do you get a red, what the hell are they called? Red Rider, Red Wagon?
Mm.
Radio Flyer. That's it. A Radio Flyer wagon and just tow it behind you.
I put stuff on my walker.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
I don't need it to walk, but it's good for carrying stuff.
Get one of those.
Yeah, the little dweeb got video of me pushing it at Ranger Station and nicknamed me Old Man Walking.
Oh, fine. Oh.
So apparently I've taught him well. Liz goes, what are you so upset about? I said, because he thought of it first.
Mm.
But yeah, I told her I'm gonna sing karaoke on the cruise and dedicate a song to her. And she said, I will get up and leave. I said, no, you won't. You'll stay. You just want to see how bad I can embarrass myself.
So what's new with everybody else?
Living the dream. Playing Army this weekend, or this week, I should say, next couple weeks.
Nice.
Other than that, pretty good.
Paulette Dorner. Who's that?
I don't know. She's on Facebook and asked if anybody remembered her. And I unfortunately don't.
I don't. I mean, she want to come on. I don't know.
Is she in the Project Refit mailing list? Maybe if you see the email address, it might spark. Excuse me. I've never seen that name. What was the context? Is that something we can share on live, or is that something we don't want to talk about?
I don't know. The name is like vaguely familiar, but
Yeah, something coming up on Paulette. That's I've never heard of a Paulette before. Pauline.
Mm.
Pauline.
I went to school with a girl named Paulette. I don't remember her last name though. I remember she was very quiet. Tall, blonde. I believe willowy would be the correct way to describe it.
I knew a Willow in high school. She was very hippie, but very fluid with the way she reacted with people or interacted.
How are you doing today, Sarah?
Sorry, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Good.
You in a car, Oscar?
And
What's that?
it's
I
cheap.
said, are you in a car?
No, I'm in a Jeep. It's like a car, but bigger.
Oh man.
It goes rumble, rumble, where a car goes vroom, vroom. Unless it's a hybrid, then it goes.
Oh man.
Sorry, I've been in Portland for a week. I have way too much fucking shit to get out.
So you come on here and use all them technical car terms?
Hey, don't blame me. You don't know mechanics.
I blame my father for that.
No, oh, okay. The day you turned 18, you gave up the right to blame your fucking parents for a damn thing wrong in your life. You can't your 60s.
He froze.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay. I was tired of hearing that anyway.
Should have opted for that car, that Wi-Fi. I'm assuming it's a rental.
Mm-hmm.
My car has Wi-Fi. Makes no sense to me. Why do you need Wi-Fi in the car if you have a cell phone?
So you don't use your data.
You got to pay for the Wi-Fi in the car. It's getting the same wireless internet signal that you get with your cell phone. So nothing is better. Just like another way
Well,
for replacing another.
Well, if you had like a tablet or a Kindle or something that doesn't have a cellular plan, you could hook that up to it. I think that was the original idea behind it. But
I don't know. Just seems like another way to siphon $30 a month off of me.
Oh yes, micro sales or whatever the hell they're called.
Like if you get in an accident, OnStar will call for help. Well, so will my stinking Apple phone. So
OnStar is even more expensive. Although when it first came out, that shit was cool. I remember when OnStar, first few years OnStar was out, we'd go to the dealership and you sit in the car, you hit the button, and it was a chance to win a vehicle. Never won, but it was still fun.
well, now it's a chance to have a reoccurring debit. Like, no, I already paid for cell service. I don't need it from my car.
Right.
We noticed your vehicle came to a complete stop pretty fast. I almost red a red light. Are you okay? Ask me in about 5 minutes.
I turned off the fall on my Apple Watch because if I would sit down too fast, it would call for help.
How fast are you
Really?
sitting down? Because mine is on and I've never triggered it.
Apparently too fast. Or I got it set wrong. I don't know.
You like run and jump and just. Oh. So glad it's Friday.
Yeah. I got about another few minutes. I got to go check my Clofu tea, see if it cooled off nice.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna go play some Call of Duty and just zone out.
Clear. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the plan all day.
Well, that
tomorrow,
can make you cry.
Yeah. Playing with those kids.
No, that makes me great. There'll be sometimes I'll be playing and I'll be like, how the fuck did that guy not die? Like, and I'll watch the replay and it's like, I was
Yeah.
hitting him.
It's like Nick bought one of those assault rifles to kill flies, and he's got to shoot them like 50 times, and he can't understand why. I said it's because you shoot like a stormtrooper.
You gotta go for the headshots. People get pissed off.
He's like, no, I'm hitting them. I'm hitting them. He said they're just not dying. I said, yeah, they got little tiny bulletproof vests.
No, and then you got this smart ass running around with a machete, just capping everybody, getting nine-time kill streak. And I'm like, what the shit?
Yeah.
And then when I see the replay, you don't even see the sliver of health left. And I'm like, how did he get me? How?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
a knife.
With a knife. No, I don't understand either.
I'll share the score. This one really ticked me off. I'll share the screen. I had to screenshot it too because I couldn't believe it myself. I gotta go the roundabout way to get it on my computer so I can share it.
Hmm.
I should let you share.
All right, I just shared it.
Oh, I set up screen sharing. Duh.
I could share my screen if that's easier.
This way the folks at home can see.
Yeah, so let me open it up and then share the file. Where the heck is it? So I'm just looking for the program that I opened the image on. There it is. All right, so
There you go.
there was 4 of us, and we get to the last round right before exfil, and I did Topper Gunner twice. Had 2 zombies to kill, and we failed. And then when we emptied it, I had almost 1,200 eliminations compared to everybody else that was like 100 or 300.
Right.
And I revived them 36 times. I didn't die any. Like, I carried them the entire match. And 2 zombies to get a successful exfil. I was pissed. I'm so man.
What happens when you play with amateurs?
No, one of them was prestige, but he kept dropping. I don't know why.
Huh. It is interesting.
Oh, how do you stop sharing?
I
Yeah, I don't
forget
use
what
Zoom anymore.
I forget what game they were playing, but Mitch challenged my grandson and another kid 2-on-1, and he was kicking their butts left and right. After about 4 games, they tied him one time.
Huh.
Wow.
It was very devastating for him that the old guy could beat him like that.
Talking about Mitch that does Project Refit stuff.
That does what?
You said Mitch, right?
Mitchell Barrett.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
It doesn't surprise me that he's pretty good. Doesn't surprise me at all. I'm actually playing a little Warhammer myself.
See, yeah, I like console games.
Yeah, I just you can ask me a question, Mom. I can be.
It's funny, I've got like 3 other games, and now I literally play Call of Duty every day. 45 minutes
Solitaire.
at lunch and now to work. What?
I play Solitaire
On the computer or with cards?
on my phone.
Solitaire is fun though.
I'm just not very good at video games.
It's not for everybody. Like, I didn't always like the shoot 'em up games, but my friends on the West Coast play Call of Duty on Xbox. I'm like, I don't like Xbox, but I know it's on PlayStation. I was like, this will be another reason that we'll stay in touch better. And I got addicted to the game bad. I played so long one day that I cramped up here in my hands, and I had blisters on my thumbs from the joysticks.
I used to play a lot when I had the PC, but it was like tough. There wasn't a lot of online stuff, but like I would do Wing Commander. I loved Wing Commander.
I never played that one. See, the last flying game I was any good at was Stunt Island. And I think that was on PC.
Yeah, I used to work at Radio Shacks at Christmas, and I was a Microsoft registered partner, and I passed like every test for every game they had. I did all, we did the little mini course about it and passed the test. I got a package in the mail. Every game that Microsoft had at the time, including 2 that hadn't even been released yet. And I think I played like, I think I did The Island with Dr. Moreau. That was about the only one I played.
Stunt Island was fun. When you got to a certain point, you got a jetpack. That was fun to fly. And then, of course, there was Leisure Suit Larry, and there was Oregon Trails. What was the other one? Gold Rush.
Yeah. I just like the space games.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I remember you would go off to one screen and be like, crap, I have to go back. But you have to wait because it's like, no, put in disc 3. All right, we'll put in disc 3 and then wait for it to load and then go back to the screen you just put in. Like, nope, now you got to put in disc 2. Kids will never understand the pain of playing a game back then.
No.
Like Asteroid was one of those ones where it was loaded on the computer once you installed it, or you might have to have the disc in, but you didn't have to keep putting in a new one.
Well, I found out my Rampage t-shirt is now a collector's item.
Really?
Yeah, Brian Collin, the guy that wrote the video game, he sent me an email and he said, remember that Rampage t-shirt you bought off me at New Jersey GamerCon? It's a collector's item now. He says, does that mean I have to stop wearing it so I don't get any more food stains on it?
Get that notarized, and then you could have a letter of authenticity and everything for it.
I got a picture of him showing the shirt off. He's going to let Isaiah interview him for his YouTube channel. He says that it's going to have to wait until like maybe September sometime because he's got so many cons he's going to now that they opened up. I told Isaiah, we're going to be on the cruise in September. We got to see if we could time it so you can interview him while we're on the cruise. Like at sea.
Wow.
I said, because that would just be cool. I mean, there's nothing you could do different, but just the fact that you're at sea would be cool.
You guys hitting international waters? Are you gonna hit international waters?
Yeah. It's like
Do they have
Eastern
gambling
Caribbean.
options?
So they're doing the Dominican Republic, Bimini, and some other island.
So is that like a 3-week cruise?
No, just 5 days.
That's quick.
Yeah, I would have wanted the 7 at least, but that was all they had available in September.
And just
Like I'm getting ready to get T-shirts printed up for the cruise, MOA, because you have a lot of T-shirts. I said everybody else got to get new clothes, and
Almost like
I said
making-
if I got to pay $25 for a T-shirt with somebody else's work on it, I can get one printed up with my photography on it for 20. So
you just do Redbubble.
no, I got a printing source, and they bought one of those $25,000 T-shirt machines. Knowing them, they probably bought several of them, where it prints like an inkjet, but it prints it directly onto the shirt.
That's awesome. How many
Yeah,
does it do? How fast does it print?
I don't know. And I guess it depends on how many of them they have. But it usually only takes like a week or two to get your stuff back. So
it's just somebody that's running home prints.
but I'm using let me see if I can find it. I've got 3 done, and I got to do 2 more. Huh. Jimmy Dean. There you go. Live from the boondocks.
Jimmy.
All right, camera back.
Yes, love.
He's not going to want to show his face because he had to shave his beard too.
Oh, did he? Oh, come on.
I want to see. Show me that baby face.
Come on, Jimmy.
I didn't have to. I just pressed the restart because
Oh, yeah.
it's been fucking hot and it doesn't feel that great with a beard.
Right.
It's okay. We know you made it uneven, and you had to. It was the only way to fix it. I've been there. I've done it.
That's why I brought mine to the barber. All right, that's one shirt.
That's a shirt.
That's going to be on a T-shirt, yeah.
Who's the person in the photo? Seymour?
That's my grandson. That's from his YouTube show. That's one. And this is that's going to be one.
Nice.
And I have another Comic-Con picture that my wife really likes. So I'm going to do that on a shirt. And I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of her that she won't have a fit if I put on the shirt.
No, what you got to do is you got to put it on your luggage.
Nah. She'll get upset. So I don't want that. We have been doing really good lately, and I don't want to blow that streak.
You don't want to push that envelope.
No, I pushed it for a long time. That's way too long.
Oh. All right. Well, my game is calling me, gents. I'll see you guys next time.
Okay,
Alrighty,
you have
man.
a good weekend.
Laters, bro.
Oh, Jimmy, you look sexy, my man. Thanks for sharing before I left. Now I got something to sleep to.
No, it's not gonna last for long.
Just till it grows back out.
Nobody can even recognize me lately at work or anywhere for that matter.
Are you mad at that?
What's that?
Are you mad at that?
Yeah.
All right, man. Good
I
seeing
kind of
you.
miss it too, actually.
All right. I'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Cheers.
I remember like back years back, people used to say peace in the Middle East.
Mhm.
I have not heard that in a long time.
Sorry, playing a dumb game.
Mark. I'm trying to remember who Mark is.
Oh.
So, how's it going?
This is going.
Hey, man.
You're on mute, Mark. Can't hear you. Can't hear Mark.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yep, now we can.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I gotta turn my sound on. It would help. Hey. Can you hear me?
Now you're kind of like in and out.
Yeah, how about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going over to VA, man. I gotta get some sleep, man. I just want to let you guys know, man. I talked to Ed this morning. Ed, I think his name was.
Yeah.
I haven't really slept for 4 days.
That sucks, dude.
I'm dealing with a lot of grief, man. I have to go get help. But just give me the sleep. I haven't eaten. I'm weak. I'm dizzy. I can't eat. I have no appetite. I'm just taking this so hard. I need just to get over there and get some medicine, man. I just want to let you guys know. I mean, I meant to, I wanted to get in here tonight, but I thought I could sleep today because I got a lot of things done that I needed to get done. I didn't mean to interrupt you if you guys were talking. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize if you were. I'm starting to see these things.
That's why we're here, Mark.
I know. I appreciate you guys. I tried to get a hold of you earlier, but I'm starting to see double. I can't even read things anymore. I had to have my wife look at my phone and read them off to me, and I'm like, I don't even know. I can't see things real close to me. I'm real weak. They're gonna have to give me an IV, I think. I mean, okay. I can't even think straight. If you guys,
Listen,
I'm gonna get into the VA. If you guys are still on and I get into a bed, I'll get back to you, okay? Or how do I'll get back to you. I'll send you a message through the web app if you're not online. I'll let you know how.
all right, well, just make sure you get help. That's all.
No, that's where I'm going now. My buddy,
I'm taking them right now.
my friend's taking me right now. I called them up and like, yeah, come on in. We'll help you out. Just get here. And you know, like they always do. Yeah. I appreciate you guys being there for me this morning, and you know, right away, yeah, a lot of people answered back, and I appreciate that. I got a lot of things I got to deal with, so. Like I said, I'll get back to you guys. All right, man. I just wanted to stop in and say I'll talk to you later. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. As long as you get help, you know.
Yeah, I promise. That's what I mean. I'm not in crisis. I'm not going to do anything to myself. I just had I'm just dealing with so much grief and guilt right now that I cannot eat. I won't eat. I won't eat. I'm not eating. So I got there's a social worker there tonight, and you know she's going to help me out tonight. You know, if I need to stay the night, that she'll eat. You know, I'll stay the night. I'll be good to go, man. Like I'm on it, man. You don't have to worry about me. I saw it coming and I nipped it in the bud before it got too bad. I'll be all right. I'll be home tomorrow. And I'll see my regular therapist. And if you know, he'll call me probably Monday, and you know, we'll be good. No, I'm not hurt. No suicidal thoughts, man. It's not happening. I just I need to talk. You know, I need to sleep first, and I need my pill. I need either them to knock me out and keep me there, or give me something. I mean, I have sleeping pills. They're not doing anything. Nothing. But I'll talk to you.
You heading to?
I'll talk to you a little bit, okay?
Okay.
You guys. I'll be good. Man, I can ramble on. Cool.
Y'all know what VA he's near or going to?
He's in Wisconsin, I think. He's only on a couple times. I may have found a picture of my wife to use. What do you think? That would look good on a t-shirt, right?
Kind of reminding me of a little Joan Jett.
Yeah, she was
Or Pat Benatar.
very good. She was very good with the makeup back in the day.
Oh, that's back in the day. I thought that was today.
Nah.
Oh,
I got a picture of my daughter when she was 5 years old that I brought into work, and I had guys wanting to know who it was and could I fix them up. Said, yeah, in about 20 years. My wife was definitely very good with makeup back then.
so how's everybody doing tonight?
Not too badly. How about you?
Not too badly. I'm
Well, I
fine.
got hollered at this week. 'Cause I went for a little walk.
Mm.
Turned out to be about 2 miles. And I called her, have her come get me because I starting to have trouble.
So maybe
Yeah,
just
so
next
last-
time, just push out a mile and then you get your mile back.
I know I only do a half a mile.
So then just do a half a mile out. So then you just have your half a mile to walk back.
I should have stuck to my half mile, but I was having one of them days when I had to prove something. I was okay for most of it. I realized toward the end I should have brought some water. And
Yeah.
should have. And when I'm watching on my watch and my glucose levels are like dropping like a brick, it probably would have been a good idea to bring a couple of glucose tablets too. She was not happy when she picked me up. So last night she goes, "You want to go for a walk tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, I was thinking about it." She says, "Well, I'm walking with you." Yes, dear. So she took me down the park and we did the half mile track. And then we did about a half mile today. So I'm trying. I'm building up a little bit of stamina again. I got real people shoes today.
You got
Like
what?
not I got real people shoes. Like I couldn't wear shoes for like 2 years, and when I finally start wearing them again, they were prescription custom made shoes because my feet were so swollen. Today I went into the shoe store and I got a pair of Nikes off the shelf and they fit. So that was like a big day for me. I wasn't happy they were $60, but you know, hey.
Like Forrest Gump
Like,
when he got his pair of Nikes. Those must be comfortable shoes. I bet you could walk all days in shoes like that and never feel a thing.
well, I did my half mile in them and I was okay.
If I think back, I can remember my first pair of shoes. Mama says they'd take me anywhere.
Well, the only place they took me was I called her up and said, "I want to get a pair of shoes," and they actually fit. And she goes, "What are you doing shopping? You're supposed to get your beard trimmed and come home." I said, "Well, it's the place is huge, and I figured I'd do my half mile here." And she says, "All right, get the shoes and stop shopping." And then I sent her a picture from the wig store and said they got hot pink wigs. If you don't want to dye your hair, you can get a hot pink wig. And she said, "Get the hell out of the auction." I said, "I'll dye my beard pink to match it, and it'll look like I'm walking around eating cotton candy. So it'll be fun." He was not amused. I think I'd look good with a pink beard.
What's that?
But I think I'd look good with a pink beard.
Well, you're pretty much ready for December.
I know the guy trimmed it, and I said, "You trim your own beard?" He said, "God, no, you can't trim your own beard. That's insane." He said, "Not just me."
Yeah, I trimmed my own beard. That's how that goes.
I offered to let her trim it. I mean, and that's, you're taking a chance letting your wife near your throat with sharp scissors.
Yes. Yes.
But so anyway, I figure I don't have to pay for haircuts, so I can go in once a month and get it trimmed. As long as he doesn't shorten it, I just want him to like clean up the edges and get rid of all them long wild hairs.
Well,
So you
James.
should be getting close to retiring.
Oh, yeah, from the Army. Yeah, it's like 300 something days. I just signed another 2 forms for medical command the other day. Hopefully finalize the packet once again, because apparently it got lost sometime this last year. So
Yeah, they're good at that.
they have everything, but I guess wherever it left off, they found it, and I had to sign a couple additional forms this past week to add to it to hopefully finalize it and see what happens.
Oh, when is your thing in September? Because my wife booked a cruise in September.
My thing.
Yeah, the motorcycle run.
Oh
the bicycle run.
Yeah. I'll look back at it, but I'm pretty sure it's like the end of September, like the last week or something. Yeah. We actually booked a vacation ourselves just recently, finally. So I'll be out for a week in September. Thank God.
Well, her and my daughter got together, and we're going on a cruise. The 11th to the 20th, I had a block off.
What's the cruise liner?
Carnival. We've never been on anything but a Carnival line, so
I've only been on the Royal Caribbean once. That's the only liner for our honeymoon.
I like Carnival. This will be the 8th cruise
Jesus.
in 41 years, and the 9th cruise you get. This cruise puts us over the point category to get free laundry service on the 9th cruise. And prices on cruises are really good right now. Like, we're usually so low on the boat that the only thing beneath us is ocean. And that's usually about $1,500 to $2,000. This year we're $1,100 and we're in a balcony. So I've never been on a balcony, so it'll be fun. Maybe.
That event that is for one of my buddies, the memorial ride, that's on the 25th.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to write it on my calendar now.
Let me see. Let's see if I can actually invite. I'll invite so you have it, actually.
And I'll be reaching out to you the week
it's like
before.
Of course, it's a motorcycle ride predominantly, but like there's other folks that show up either at the start or at the end or either or whatever that have like regular cars and such. So it doesn't have to be, it's not just bikes.
Yeah, I'm number 10 on that. Get a custom chopper with Paul. What is it? Paul Tuttle. Orange, what was it? Orange County choppers. So hopefully everybody will vote between the next few days and get me up a little bit so I can make the next round. Probably end up donating it if I win because I don't think I can handle a two-wheel bike for any length of time.
So as far as I know, it should still be starting in Fredericksburg at my armory. And then it's supposed to end in Fredericksburg as well, but it's supposed to go from our armory in Fredericksburg to Quantico National Cemetery and back down to Fredericksburg. Let me see here. Try to see if I can invite.
I got it on there. It's on my calendar, so I won't forget about it.
It's called Davies Battle Brothers Ride 2021. Yep. Hey, James, how's it going up there up north? Long time no talkie. And you're on mute.
Yep, I am. I was starting to talk. I'm glad you said it. I guess right now I can say, yeah, it's going. The work side of it is fine. It's the interpersonal stuff that's kind of kicking me in the pants right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Just, I kind of wanted to call you, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to be like, I don't want to be like I'm whining but I mean, yeah,
Nothing wrong with a little wine every now and then.
Well, I try to be very objective and very own what's my problem and not make it if there is problems, not make it the other. It's always just the other person's fault. I'm trying to be sensitive about that. And I'm having a hard time doing that right now because I checked all the blocks. I've dotted my I's, crossed my T's. And when I've had information to share, I've shared it, and then it hasn't gone past one person. It stayed there, and it should have gone higher. And I'm finding that I can't trust that individual to relay the information that's important. And so coming to drill, like, I got, you know, I don't know. It was kind of a mess. So I had to get my, yeah. So I guess, I kind of pissed off Joe, I think. I didn't mean to, but I did. It's not the right person to piss off, but I was so frustrated at Fletcher that when I forwarded the email, like asking my question about like my hours for when I needed, like, okay, what do I need to do for my timesheet, right? So wouldn't you, if you're a supervisor, if somebody's like, hey, I have drill, what do I need to do for timekeeping? Wouldn't you as a supervisor be like, oh yeah, especially if you're a supervisor of the drills too, like, oh yeah, this is what you do, this is who you need to email, and this is how you do it. None of that. And so when I emailed David, I guess, whoever that is, I think, that does all of our timekeeping, I emailed him like, hey, what's the timekeeping stream that I need? And he was like, oh yeah. I CC'd, and I CC'd, I think, Joe in that. Or no. So no, Joe told me to email him that had asked that question. And I said, is there any other information? And I CC'd Joe on it, that email. Well, Joe told me to email David, and then, like, I guess Dave's boss, and said there was one other person that's higher up, right? So I emailed that stuff, and then they came back and was like, yeah, in the future you need to, get this out to us earlier, and we need a memo stating that you're on order. So I was like, that's no, that asking me for the memo, that's not a problem. Totally expected that, understandable. So I got the memo to him like a couple days later. But in my email, I said, hey, I put this out 2 weeks ago that I was on drill. There was plenty of opportunity for my supervisor to get back to me, to share with me what I needed to do to be successful in presenting you with the correct information on time, and it not seem last minute. And this is consistent with my onboarding process. It's been really rough, and I want to have a one-on-one with somebody. Well, Joe emails me back, and he's like, hey, I'd prefer it in the future not for you not to blast, this out to other people without coming to me first. And I'm like, well, with everything that's been going on, like, I don't know, like, I just didn't know who to really go to, and I feel like I should have called him, but I don't know how buddy he is with Fletcher, and I didn't feel comfortable with that, and I don't trust Fletcher. I do not. And so day before yesterday, they emailed, Fletcher emails me and was like, hey, we're going to sit down and have a one-on-one. And, as soon as you get back, so I guess me and Fletcher and Melvin are going to sit down. And that's all well and good, but I didn't want Fletcher a part of this conversation at all. I want to have a conversation without Fletcher there, because every time I've had a conversation with him, he's been very defensive, not objective, and spins things around really fast to make sure that he's like in the clear.
Right.
And I'm not comfortable with that at all, because if I feel like I'm backed in a corner, I get aggressive, and I don't want to feel like I'm getting backed in the corner. And that's why I wanted him out of that whole situation.
Right.
So I'm kind of, I love the job, Jimmy. I am just really having a hard time with Fletcher. Everybody else is cool.
Yeah, I got you.
And I hate to be that guy. You know, and it started when, you know, when I asked him about the whole timekeeping in the beginning, and I hadn't been paid in 7 weeks.
Right. Is all your stuff though tracking?
Yeah. I'm pretty much tracking on everything else. And like one of the things, like he didn't set a good timeline. He didn't set any kind of, he was like, hey, oh, you're new? So here's what we're going to do. Write this down, or he could have printed it. He could have had something typed up. He's like, okay, here's all the training you need to do for state. Here's all the training you need to do for Cherokee. And we need to have this done on this timeline, and then over this one we need this done on this timeline. This is kind of where you're at, like, and this is when you should be. And here's the time. Here, these days you can do this, and these days you can do that. And it's not that I can't think for myself. It's that he made it to where my training to learn the job and to learn what he wants me to do for where I'm working in the vault, more important than that training that had a time limit on it. Right. And I felt like it was a very poor call, and it was kind of unjust in me as a new entry employee. I'm actually having a great time being in a position where I know nothing and I get to learn something new. I'm like building myself up from the ground up in this job, and I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying it when they say, hey, go build us new shelves. I'm like, sure, I got it, you know. You know, and I don't have a leadership role. I'm enjoying it. So, but because I've been in that leadership role, I guess it's easier for me to, maybe it's easier that I don't have as much grace. When something's messed up. And so I'm trying to calculate my responses to my emotional responses, I should say, to what's going on. But if I'm looking at it correctly and soundly, I've got a lot of leg to stand on right now in my, you know, in what I want to address. So.
Okay.
That's where I'm at, man.
Well,
and there's not really anything that you can do about it, you know. It's
Well, I would tell you what worked for me, except losing my temper and telling them all where to get off never really worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I had a good talk with my therapist the other day about exactly that. I was like, I want to go into guns blazing. She's like, that's probably not a good. I was like, not literally. She was like, I knew what you meant. But I was like, but I know my better judgment is telling me that I need to just like accept this conversation that I'm going to have with him and with Fletcher and Melvin, and take it, you know, like look at it as it's kind of like a restart button, hopefully, and to get on the same page, instead of being like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, you have burned all your bridges. I don't want to. So that's how I'm going to have to go into it this, you know, in a week and a half or so, you know, when I get in, or whatever, another week, I guess. When I get in.
Are you on site next week?
No, I'm doing my AT right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you going in like on a daily?
Say what?
Are you starting that like on Monday, or are you just going back and forth on a daily, or what?
To drill?
Yeah.
No, it's every day. Yep.
So, but I mean, so you're not there the whole time though? You're going back and forth?
To work?
To drill.
Well, no. I'm going to drill right now, like full time. Like, I'm on orders right now.
But I mean, you're at home right now, right?
Yeah, I'm at home right now. Mm-hmm.
So you're not there the whole time. You're going back and forth.
Yeah, it's all through the day because I live here. My reserve center is like right by my house. I'm 10 minutes away.
I got you.
So
Okay.
it's not like I have to go. I know it's not like I get LIK or anything like that to, you know.
So are you going back? Are you going back to the office next Monday?
So there's this Monday. Yeah, I think the next Monday I'll be in the office. I think that's when that's when I'll get my talkie talk.
August.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. My insulin line died, and I gotta run a new one.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel bad that I you know, I do feel like I owe Joe an apology. You know, I didn't intentionally mean to like put him in that position. It's kind of hard though, like when he's not around.
Yeah.
He stays very yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, well, he just like down at our site, I mean, he has all his leads, you know, has them like expects them to do their job and everything. So, but he doesn't dive into the weeds too much until it's really time for him to do so.
Yeah. And I just feel like that's where the hang up is because I know he's really allowing Fletcher to do what, you know, he's supposed to do, but he's not doing it. And so for me to go to him about Fletcher makes it hard for me to do because I feel like he's worked with Fletcher long enough that he knows Fletcher's personality.
Yeah, and so has Melvin.
Yeah. So, and I've only talked to Melvin like a couple times. He's like, hey, come to me if you ever need anything. But I didn't know his position. I don't know what his position is. Nobody's really explained that to me.
Right. Well,
so
I can.
I know now.
Fill you in on that on the offside.
Say again.
I'll fill you in on that on the offside because that's changed a couple times.
Okay. But and I guess I got a little set off when I had a good conversation like the day before Milton left. Because Milton apparently he's like, yep, I reported on Fletcher on a bunch of stuff, and nothing happened. So that was a little upsetting to me. That, you know, because the way he said it was like they basically made it to where I just had a personal problem,
right,
for Fletcher, but nobody else says anything to him. Everybody agrees, can agree with him and myself. One of the Gubby guys, I can't remember his name, but one of the Gubby guys coming through, like Fletcher wasn't even in the office yet, and it was like 9:45, and he comes in, he was like, and I'm sitting there, you know, I'm doing some work, and he was like, oh, he was like, oh, where's Fletcher? And I looked at him and I was like, good question. I was like, I don't know. He was like, yep, and he looks at me and he was like, yep, yeah, you're starting to learn the typical Fletcher. I was like, oh, wow. I was like, this is a thing? He's like, oh, yeah. And it's one of the government people. So between what Milton told me and then after seeing like the government people, they're being like kind of turning their eye to what's, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know where to be. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we'll see if I can figure some stuff out too on the safe side.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not, I need to be in a position too where like I make sure I salvage it, because I'm not wanting them to, like, I'm not trying to put a freaking target on my back right now. Quite yet.
No, it shouldn't be anything like that.
No.
Seems like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be brought to light and to certain folks' attention. So
yeah. So, but to my, like, I personally, I think there's a couple better choices for that position that I work with. I think they care more. I think, you know. So, anyways, I don't know. I know it'll be okay.
Yep, sure will.
Like I said, going back to it, I do love the job, and I feel like I'm starting to catch on fairly decent.
Good, good.
To it. So, yep.
I'm wondering when you're gonna start getting keyed in on like emails and shit, because I don't think I've ever seen you on emails yet.
I've seen a couple, but it was mainly like when I'm stocking parts, so you're not going to be on those emails.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sometimes if I do anything that myself, but I have a couple of my vault people do that.
I've got yeah. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure the week I'm back or the week after that, if some things haven't gotten done, I'm going to be pretty busy. So
yeah,
because we're trying to do a lot of catch up, as everybody is in our work right now.
Oh yeah,
we're trying to play all that catch up and patching and all that stuff. So yes, sir. But, yep. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to be. So y'all going to be at Arlington then? Is that what that soldier ride's about? You're going to go to Arlington?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna be at our unit armory to start.
Oh, okay, got it. That's it. Sorry.
In Fredericksburg, and then we go to Quantico,
Okay.
where my buddies laid to rest, and then we round back to Fredericksburg.
Okay. And you have a motorcycle?
I do not.
Oh, you do not. Okay.
What I usually do is I'm at Quantico, right next to my buddy, and I'm pretty much saluting the ride when it comes through.
Got it.
And then I meet them back at the end point.
Well, send me those dates too, and I'll at least try to make it down to Quantico.
Yeah, it's always usually busy, especially 95.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, we try to throw some vehicles up in the mix. I mean, predominantly it's a motorcycle deal, but
right.
Like I said, there's other folks that join in and they throw the cars in at the end, and then at the front they usually have like the Humvee or the Buffalo, or it's like whatever we can get, really.
Okay. Cool. I am gonna have to get off soon. Gonna get up early and get my drill on, and spend an hour before I try to sleep with the wife,
Yeah, I got some landscaping to do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that makes it an early night then.
I think so.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think so. Oh man, let's see. I got nothing else, guys. Good seeing you. Been pretty busy with trying to get this blacksmith built in the back, so by the time I do get done with it and it gets dark, I'm just like, I just want to like chill and lay in my bed. So
I've been keeping busy. I've been doing headshots and retouching, and I feel like I'm a human being again.
Yeah, James.
yes,
James,
sir.
when he was down in Louisiana, James, the other James.
Yep.
He was he like came right around my neck of the woods, kind of close, but I was at work when he was driving through, and it would have took like a lot of time for either him to come out of the way or me to go out of the way from work, and that just couldn't happen that day. So I told him to try to hit me up on the way back if he's taking the same route, because it could be a big possibility I could link up with him briefly on his way back. Meet him for the first time.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I hope he stops by my place. If he's stopping by you guys, hopefully I can convince him to,
He
stop.
can be a little intimidating in person.
Yeah, I can handle it.
yeah, that ain't nothing. I can be a little intimidating. And very awkward.
He's
Yeah,
not awkward.
No,
I
me.
would. I
It's
wouldn't
like
say you're.
when you talk, it's like he's looking right through you when he listens. It's weird.
I like it.
Like he's taking in every word and evaluating it.
Right.
Good.
But my wife liked him, and she doesn't like too many people, especially the first time she meets him. So
There you go.
that's something.
That's something.
Yeah, he shot down right down 95, and then he crossed over
He drove right by my house.
through my area a little bit. But
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We'll see. See when he comes back. I don't know when he's supposed to be coming back this way.
When the roof is on,
The roof.
Yep.
yeah, they're putting a roof on that
The
Louisiana
roof.
cops, the girl's house.
No, I know that, but the roof,
Don't make fun of how I talk.
not the rough.
The roof. Roof.
It's my northern accent.
Mm. Up there in Jersey.
Jazzy.
All right. Well,
Gentlemen, I think it's a good time. Good to see you guys.
yep. Y'all too.
Alrighty. Thanks,
Y'all
Bruno.
take it easy.
Yep.
And we'll
All
see
right,
y'all.
we're gonna call it a night,
Yes, sir.
and
World.
you guys stay safe.
Y'all too.
Laters.